Hello friends, I'm Anita and it's time for Dewey's. I already put up a TBR for Dewey's, so you can see that if you haven't checked it out already. It's only 5 minutes and 6 minutes probably, and you can see it if you want to know my plans for the weekend. It is actually 2:04 p.m. which is and 2 was the start time, so I'm already a little bit late to it, but I just finished having a shower after a run, after doing something in the garden, after grocery shopping. So I'm a little bit worn out and I need to get lunch before I can start reading. Luckily I have I'm just gonna put you up here, but luckily I have leftovers in the fridge, so I just have to heat it. You know, I could obviously have eaten this for dinner, but I have other plans for dinner because so I'm starting out by eating my lunch. I'll put it in the microwave. It's sort of a curry with cabbage, the pointy cabbage you can get, carrots, and there are also cauliflower rice and chicken, a sort of grinded chicken. I'm gonna give it 3 to 4 minutes in the microwave, and then I think it'll be good to eat. So it's been a little bit hectic getting ready for the readathon, but I don't have other plans, so once I am done with my lunch I can sit down and read and just relax and do my own thing. The weather is super nice today, so I think once I'm done with lunch I might go outside and sit and read outside for a bit, even though I just gave the terrace area sort of a cleaning thing. There's a lot of green stuff out there. It's not great, so I got to sort of gave it something to remove it, and I don't know how that's working, but so I have to sit out in the grass because I have moved all of my chairs and my stuff, but I still think I could sit out there and enjoy it, but the sun comes from the other direction, but I could just move the chairs around. So trying to let you know what I'm starting out with, because I am a bit of a late start. My hair is dripping. Apparently didn't sort of dry it enough. I was in a hurry, but I think before I get into an actual book I'm gonna give myself something easy to start out with, and I think it might be Heartstopper, because I think that's the quickest thing I can read of all of them. The text is very large on every page, even though it's very thick, so you speed through them in an hour-ish, if even that. I don't know how long it will take me, so I'll start out with this one. So that will be my first read that I pick up, and Nana says hi to you, so see, she's sitting up here like the she-devil she is, right? Hi. 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 But yeah, now it's just waiting around for me to get it ready, and I will add peanuts to my dinner / lunch. To let you know a couple of things that I have for snacks. I have these toffee cookies. I bought makes yourself candy. Lots of that, too much of that actually. I have leftover. I don't know if I like this. I cannot figure out if I like the taste of ketchup in my chips. It's like the sweetie thing that I don't know if it works. And then I have these, which are chili cheese chips, and it tastes like chili cheese tops from McDonald's. So if you like those, yeah. But so that it all doesn't all get into unhealthy territory, I bought a bowl of fruit, which I will also probably get for sort of soon. And then I have grapes, purple grapes, which they aren't super purple, but they are still purple rather than green. And I have obviously salad-ish. My dinner is also good to go. I have some good sugar-free sodas. I have orange, and which is this one. I haven't tasted these in this edition. This is my favorite orange soda in normal sodas, like with sugar, but I haven't. They just came out with a lot of light stuff, and so far they've all been really good. This is the other one that I have already tasted and my favorite so far, which is Taste of Peaches. And otherwise I have my Coke Zero, which is my favorite if I have to get cola. That is diet. That's the only one I drink of that type. It's not my favorite. I vastly prefer full-on sugar Coke. So yeah, but that's just how it is. Hold on, I want to put it in a different bowl. Hello friends, I'm back. It is now, hold on, it's now 4 p.m. so 2 hours into the readathon, and I just finished my first book. I started out by reading Heartstopper Volume 3, which was really great. I gave it 5 stars. I've given all of these volumes 5 stars by now, and it's just so wholesome and cute, and I couldn't stop smiling. I had a smile on my face the whole way through, and even though there are some moments that are just a little bit, at the same time a little bit heartbreaking, because Charlie, our main character, when he came out earlier, he had a rough time. I just like the way everything is handled. So yeah, there was I just had a smile on my face the majority of the time that I was reading this. So very happy to have started this readathon with a really good book. And I read it for 80 something minutes. Hold on, I used Bookly. Yeah, an hour and 22 minutes it took me. And it's 387 pages, but since it's a graphic novel, obviously very quick. Some pages don't have a lot of text and some pages has more. But now I'm gonna get into another book. I think I'm gonna dig into the actual book. The actual book. I think I'm gonna try and read The Moon's Sprint by Mikkel Vendelbo, which is a Danish fantasy book. It's the second in a series. It says on the cover as well. Been 2, second part. And I don't remember exactly what happened the first time around. So I hope that at the beginning of this I will remember it. So just wanted to let you know that I am going to continue with that and see how far I can get with an hour or an hour and a half worth of reading before I start making dinner. I think I'm going to make dinner so that I'm eating around 6 p.m, 6:30. But we'll see. Also found out the soda that I got, it wasn't sugar free. I'm so stupid. So I was in the store and I was sure I was gonna pick the sugar. It was like next to the sugar-free stuff, and I just picked the regular one. So I was very happy with the taste of it because I love that. But yeah, it wasn't what I was thinking. But I'm happy I have them. I haven't had these in a long time, so it was good. Now I'm gonna figure out if I'm gonna have some other snacks for now, and yeah, get started with some more reading. See ya. Hello friends, it's now 6:15 almost, 6:14 probably. I haven't read a whole lot because I got a crisis and was really tired, but I have read the first 55 pages of this book, and it's only the prologue and one chapter. So really long chapters in here. It's about, I think they're gonna be about 45 pages per chapter. So so far I'd definitely forgotten that they were already our 3 main characters. I remembered there was 2 of them that were brothers, and then a best friend of one of them, and they were swept into this land of the elves in the first book, and they are half elves actually, and sort of changing into becoming elves, full elves, if you will. I forgot about that, but right now they are sort of on the move from where they are from. They lived in this forest with dinosaurs and stuff, and now they have moved from there because I think by the end of the first book there was someone who was kidnapped, and they are sort of in the search for her, and they are not welcome in this other land part of the world, and so they have to try and trust people they're not sure if they can trust. And yeah, so that's where we're at right now. As I said, I'm not very far into it, so it's difficult to say a lot more of it right now. I'm about to start making dinner, so I thought I could start with that. I don't think it's gonna take me super much time because I'm just going to be making some fries in my air fryer. I have a little leftover amount. Let's change this around so you can see me as I go. I will actually pop on some audio and start working because I have been listening to a Danish mystery thriller book called Offer 2117 or Victim 2117 by Jussi Adler-Olsen. This is the 7th book, I think, in the Department Q series. Maybe it's the 8th book actually in the Department Q series, and it's a lot about Assad, one of the main people from the Department Q, his background and some issues, and why he's been hiding away and hiding a lot of his identity. So a lot of things have been revealed in this one, and it was definitely a bit difficult, but yeah. Now I'm gonna switch around so you can see me cooking, and I will put on some audio and listen to it, and yeah. It is now, hello friends, it's now, is my face red? I don't know. It is now 10:30 p.m. and I'm really tired, so I think I'm gonna go to bed now and hopefully wake up early tomorrow so I can continue with my reading. Currently, I'm not as far as I thought I would be at this point, but I'm 140 pages into this, so I'm just under halfway. It goes a little slower than I thought initially, but I am enjoying it, so at least that's good. But I think I'm gonna take a book with me to bed, so I'm gonna find that. I'll put it here. So I'm taking this with me to bed, and I don't know if that's stupid because my current read also have dinosaurs in it, and whether I can make a distinction between the two books, but I guess I can. I'll probably be able to. But I think I'm gonna take that with me to bed and hopefully finish that tomorrow morning before I get up. I'll read it until I can't read any longer and sleep, and then we'll see how things goes with that. It's interesting so far, the book. It is, as I said, we're following a kid who is a group of 3 men who was humans but is now turning into elves, and then they are on a quest to find someone that was sort of kidnapped by the end of the first book, and they have made an alliance thingy thing with some other people who are a different type of species than them. And yeah, they are sort of, at this point, those that are left, they are definitely trusting the others. There's been some casualties. There's been, I think, 3 deaths over the book, but they weren't major characters, but they were part of the group that was on this quest with them. So, but I have been enjoying myself while I was reading it, so I'm definitely happy that I picked it up again. But it takes some time to get into the writing style, but I'm reading about 50 pages an hour now. Which is fine. I don't know why I haven't read as much as I thought I would, but I think it's always like this. In the evenings I don't read a lot, so I hope that I'll read something tomorrow. But my sister called me earlier and she's asked if I want to come out to them, and it will be at 12 p.m. 12 a.m, 12 p.m. 12 p.m. is probably called 12 at midday, ish, that I'm gonna drive there. So I don't know. So I'll have 2 hours less of reading time, but it's okay. It's fine. I'm still going to be reading quite a bit. So yeah, wanted to let you know that. But I just wanted to show you something, because I was in the sun for an hour and my arm on the one side looks like this. So fun times. The other arm has started to show a little, I can see that now, but it's not as bad. And this is my throat. But I didn't put on sunscreen, but I was like, I'm only going to be out there for like an hour, it's fine. But it's not. Especially not when I haven't really been out in the sun yet this year. So, should have thought about it, but yeah. So I put on some sort of after sun, and I'm gonna put on some more now before I go to bed, so that can help make my arms feel a little better. It's just not burning, it's just itchy right now. So yeah, but I'm gonna do my night routine and get into bed, and I will talk to you again tomorrow. Bye. Hello friends, it is now 10:46, and I finished this book, which is called Dæmonspin in Danish, but it means Demon's Web in English. And I enjoyed it. It was really good. I don't know how much I should talk about this because it's not translated or anything, so a lot of people won't be benefiting from it anyway, but I enjoyed it. It was sort of a fun blend between all of the fantasy tropes that we know, and then there were added these dinosaurs into the mix, so with a very interesting element as well. And then there were sort of dimensional magic as well, like they were in Anya, which is the world that this is set in, but they traveled back into the Earth in Copenhagen. So yeah, enjoyed it, gave it 4 out of 5 stars. And I didn't get around to read anything yesterday because I was so tired. But I did read from it, this one, in the morning, but I only read so far up to page 63. So I have about, I think it's 140 pages. So I have 80 something pages left. So I don't know how long that's gonna take, but I'm hoping I can sit down and read for now, while I'm just cooking lunch. I can hear it sort of sizzling away. I am making a toast, and I think I can eat that while reading the next book. And then I'll have to leave after that because of my sister. I promised my sister I will help out today. So far I haven't read as much as I thought I would, but I think if I had until 2, I would have at least finished this and maybe a graphic novel or maybe another book. I'm not sure, but it's okay. I'm fine with that. It is what it is. 3 books is still decent, and yeah, shouldn't complain about it. It's just that when I started the Demon's Web yesterday, I wasn't focused on constantly reading, so I found some reading sprints, and there's always a lot of talking in between the sprints, and so there's a lot of time where I wasn't reading because they were talking for like 15 minutes, maybe more sometimes, and I should have been more focused on just starting a timer myself instead and just finished because then I could have finished that yesterday easily, because I think it only took me in total 5 hours and 43 minutes to read it. So I could have finished it yesterday before I went to bed, or at least been very close to it, so I didn't have so much time to read of this today. But it is what it is. I need to remember that for next time. Anyway, I'm gonna get my lunch now, and I will start reading the remaining part of this, and I'll get back to you once I'm done and give you my final thoughts. Bye. Hello friends, it is now 12:45 and I'm on my way to my sister's. So I finished Misled and Parts of Known, and I don't know what rating I'm giving it. I'm not sure of that. It might be high-ish, but it's not my favorite, so I think it's gonna be a 4 stars. There are definitely elements that I really enjoyed, but it's not a favorite or anything. So I'm happy I read it. I am happy I finished 3 whole things for the readathon, and I actually also finished for 2117, Victim 2117, but you see Adler Olsen, I'd almost forgotten that, so that's 4 finishes, but I only had very few pages left, so no, it's okay. Anyway, I'm gonna leave you now. I'll see you later. Bye.